Yeah, hi there. These comments are for Adriana. This is Michael, the founder, owner, and the materials writer for the 7-step system to pass the TOEFL IBT. And now I'm going to give you feedback on 3 specific practice tests that you just submitted at my Voxy Pop discussion group today. So here we go.
From my personal experience, I agree that pets are important for people's mental health because they can make good companions and they can make people feel happy.
So I think your introduction is pretty good. You got the 2 key points there.
First of all, a pet is a very good companion.
Say the word pet. A pet with a little bit more air there.
And in most of the cases can be the best and the only friend because it never rejects you. For example, I moved in the United States of America 3 years ago and I brought my mother with me. And because she didn't speak any English, she was very sad at the very beginning because she couldn't communicate. By the time I bought a dog for her, everything has changed. And
you bought what now? A duck? Let me see.
Couldn't communicate. By the time I bought a dog for her,
Was that duck?
It was
Dog.
I think it was
Dog. Sorry, dog. Let's listen to that one more time. Yeah, thanks, Marcus.
Because she couldn't communicate. By the time I bought a dog for her, everything has changed.
Yeah, so you just want to carry out the sound a little bit more. Dog. 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 You have 2 words. Duck. Dog. So the G, which is at the end of the word, is going to make the vowel a little bit longer before it. But if you put a K, like duck, the vowel sound is shorter because the consonant which comes after it is a voiceless consonant.
And she became happy and she started laughing and having so much energy.
That was a good
around
example.
This dog. Important skills that I have, and it's
So I think that you actually had a very good extended example. You didn't try to do too much. The one example was important in terms of helping illustrate the idea that you're trying to argue there, right? Now, keeping that in mind, if we take a look at the independent speaking rubrics on this particular practice test, I'm going to put you at about 23 to 24 points out of 30. So the word dog, dog, that was a little bit hard for me to understand. You just want to make your vowel sound a little bit longer there. Other than that, I think it was a good, strong speech with appropriate details to help explain your ideas. All right, let's go to the next one. This one is describe a skill that you have that will be useful for your success in the modern world and explain why this skill is important to you. Oh, this is difficult. So you have to describe the skill first. That's the first part of the question. The second part is to explain why it is important to you. So it's very tough to answer this question with examples, so you have to make sure you limit your focus from the beginning.
for my success in modern world is computer skills because helps me improve my knowledge and it's useful for my future career. First of all, computer skills, it's very important because
the only thing is if we look at describe the skill means you have to say, first of all, computer skills involves the ability to be able to use a keyboard to input information into a computer. And you also have to have knowledge of the different software programs and things in order to use a computer effectively. So you should describe this skill a little bit before you get into why it's important. So I don't see you doing that in this speaking task.
As long as I know how to use a computer, I can search for any type of information I needed just using the computer and searching over the internet. Secondly, computer skills, it's useful for me in order to get a better job as long as in today's society, any type of job I can get.
Make sure the word type, a little bit more air, any type of job.
As computer skills as a requirement. Briefly, computer skills is the recipe for success.
Computer skills are, when you have skills which is plural, you want to make the verb plural. So computer skills are important.
In modern
Okay, so here, it all depends on how you want to interpret this question, I interpret to describe the skills means take time to mention or deal with that first part of the question before you get to why these computer skills are important, right? So you went right to why they're important without explaining what the skill is first. So if you interpret it the way I interpret the question, you'll probably score lower. Now, if the IBT human raters don't really care if you describe the skill and they're more concerned about you just talk about why it's important, then I don't think you'll have much trouble in terms of your score. But based on my analysis and my interpretation, I'm going to put you at 23 points out of 30, 3.0 out of 4 in this particular speaking task. All right, let's go to number 3, this one. Some people believe that those who play computer games are learning important life skills. Others believe that video game players waste their time. Which view do you agree with and why? So, playing computer games is valuable or it's not. It's probably not a good idea to try to discuss both and then take a position. You're not going to have enough time in 30 seconds to do that.
Playing computer games is useful for learning important life skills because they are an introductory lesson in using computers, and it is useful for gaining a great hand-eye coordination.
Okay, there. So, 2 points. Excuse me. So your first point is, you're saying your argument now is the computer games are a great introduction to computers, and the other idea, I forgot, hold on.
It is useful for gaining a great hand-eye coordination.
Okay, so hand-eye coordination. So you have the motor skills on the one hand, then you have your other idea on the other. Okay.
I'll start by saying that I have been playing computer games since I was very young. As a result, that helped me to learn computer skills very fast, and later on helped me to become a person who is able to type very fast.
Okay, that's good. So you learned some typing skills, you learned some computer skills. It's good you gave the example of the typing. That's important.
Additionally, by playing computer games was helpful in order...
Now wait a minute. Let's go back to your subject there. You have no subject.
Games was helpful in...
Now you said by playing computer games.
Helped me to become a person who is able to type very fast. Additionally, by playing computer games was helpful...
Okay, if you get rid of the preposition, you avoid that mixed construction. If you use the gerund as a subject, you say playing computer games was helpful because, and then your gerund functions as a subject. But if you say by playing computer games, you now no longer have a subject. You have your preposition and then a gerund phrase, so you have essentially a prepositional phrase in the beginning of the sentence, and that doesn't function very well as a subject.
In order to gain a good hand-eye coordination, which helped me in the future to develop good reflexes for driving.
So you want to say good, good reflexes for driving, good.
Hi, Mike.
Okay, let's take a look at this particular one here. Let me go over this one. Okay, so you had some language use issues here. You had some small problems with your grammar there. Some minor problems with your delivery. However, your topic development was strong. You had some good examples in there to help support your idea, so I think that was good. So no major problems with that. So I'm going to put you at about 24 points out of 30 on this, 3.16 out of 4. Okay, now let's go back to, looks like you posted a comment at the very end of these 3. Let's see what you have to say.
Hi, Michael. This is Adriana. I just want to talk to you.
Okay, so I'm not going to worry about recording this part of it. Anyway, so right now I've given you 3 responses to your practice test that you just did. You've gotten your scores. You kind of have an idea how you're doing, and keep up the good work.